Stay in the shadows. You asked for it.
2-3. Definitely not keeping the tower. I think even if I had a courier, I probably wouldn't keep the tower. Well, I found Belinda, and on the coin in particular, she's insane. Alright, well, my hand is playing itself until turn 5. And then on turn 6, I will simply choose which large spell I'm going to play. Ring Toss is definitely the best card here. Ignite would be pretty good to finish this off next turn after it trades over my 2-3. But having Ignite in the deck is really bad. I'd probably rather go for Wildfire if I was going for that line. Instead of Deepwater Evoker, next turn could be Wildfire, Hero Power plus Sphere. Or I can just have a Ring Toss in hand. But I'm gonna have so many big spells. It is nice for Ring Toss to always have pretty reliable access to an Ice Barrier, though. I'll take it. This card's annoying, but I can't really do anything about it.
No waves can sink this ship. Break it, you buy it.
So I guess they're just planning to play Egg here. Definitely some other options they could play, but the Ruby and Egg is the one that I know they have.
Evil lurks in these halls. Evil lurks in these halls.
Lillian is definitely powerful, but she doesn't line up super well on this board, I would say. Clumsy Courier. Could go for Brilliance here and then coin out Courier for a tower. God, tower is so good. Is it better than having Belinda, though? I feel like I'd rather just Belinda this turn.
I wonder. Steady the sails.
And I think I'm also kind of down for Lillian to trade into Belinda.
For an ordinary sails.
7-9. Okay, that was the best outcome, I think. So I do now have 5 mana Mask and 5 mana Rune. Probably play one of those alongside Sphere next turn. Ouch. Think I would have been okay with those double trading into my 7-5. So 2 eggs in their hand. I think this is a pretty good... It's a good mask and a good rune. I guess rune just has more potential. Maybe that means I should play mask, though.
Uncouth scum.
Mask is like almost never a full clear, but it's pretty likely to kill 2 minions.
Uncouth scum.
That was not a great outcome. That's an interesting visual bug. It's gotta be tied to sketchy information, right? Well, I'm definitely happy that I played a mask before my opponent got their Nerubian eggs in play. I do have an Arcane Brilliance, so I don't really love the Evoker. But maybe it's good to play like alongside a Ring Toss or something. What am I even doing this turn? Courier Deep Freeze? Maybe I'll just try to find a tower. That's pretty decent. I have played a mask, so that's nice. Yeah, I'll just go Courier for a Deep Freeze here. Good target. That Deep Freeze won't count toward my hero, but I can play the other Deep Freeze from hand next turn. And then turn 9, Arcane Overflow, plus another spell. I don't believe, yeah, Ring Toss is not a spell school spell. So then we'll have a nice little trifecta from the Dawn Grasp. Courier for another Deep Freeze, but I kind of just want to hard cast a Deep Freeze. She's still nice to have, though. Alright, opponent's only showing 4 here, not a big deal. Wonder if I could have taken a line where I just went face there. Had 11 or 12 damage? It's kind of a lot. I think I'm down to just grind this out, though. Well, I have 4 water elementals, so I don't think I'm too worried about that Counterfeit Blade ever dying. Wand Thief is... it's just nice to have a cheap card in hand, I guess. Let's go ahead and see what Rune can do for me here. My opponent's board is getting kind of scary. Oh wow, that card back is not going away. 1 mana Courier is nice to have in hand. Pretty bad overall, I would say. Pretty bad overall. I don't know if I love leaving up 4 damage from the opponent here, but I also don't really see how they could kill me. If they have Battle Master second Cold Blood, then good for them, I guess. Oh, and I had Counterspell for Cold Blood anyway. Oh god, that's second Cold Blood. Wicked Stab? Okay. Looks like I win. Cold Blood Wicked Stab was definitely something that could have happened, though.
I am forged from the very fires of the earth.
You asked for it.
1, 2, 3.
Lightly used armor. Frostbite's sharper than fang. Break it, you buy
I think it makes more sense to just go ahead and kill this, because they would trade at the watch post anyway. And there's a decent chance that I have a dead turn on, like, turn 4, maybe. A dead turn where I could play the watch post, that is. Siphon mana. I mean, it can kill this, but Feel like this plus weapon might be trading into Scorpid. Probably still just the best card here, though. Maybe... I don't know, maybe they play the weapon and then another Sleep Breaker. Oh, Gyre Worm. Is this just Ellie Shaman? Well, I do love to see 6 mana masks. Unfortunately, this does mean that the weapon could maybe be a Whack-A-Mole Hammer. Looks like it's not, though. Maybe this is still a pretty defensive deck that just plays the worm. What are the obnoxious Frostbite? Well, this hero power is not bad, because even if I end up overflowing it, it basically gives my minion +1/+1. Alright, definitely Ellie Shaman. Frostbite's just a good disruption card, I guess. Wait, can Frostbite... Oh, it can go face. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Let's kill a 4 health unit. So I can play Courier next turn, but I feel like I'd rather hold it for when I need to play a Rune or an Iceblood Tower. Although Mask does not look particularly good here. Excellent draw. That was probably the worst deep freeze target. Maybe face was slightly worse. Actually, this might not be that bad, because if they want to trade here, the 2/1 is the best thing to trade off. So they might be forced to, like, trade a 2/3 where they would otherwise trade a 2/1. Looks like I'm pretty happy to play a Mask here. Left themselves with a lot of 1 power minions, or 1 health minions, rather. How many? 2 went face? I guess that's not bad. Hit the 3/2? Easy game. Feeling pretty good about this one at the moment. So I do have another Mask here. I think Mask is pretty good on this board. I don't need to cast a Rune. Nice. I think I do want to keep my water elementals healthy. I still don't know what weapon they hit off of Cage Match Custodian, which probably leans toward it being Doomhammer. So keeping water elementals in play seems like it has a lot of value. So if I play Brilliance, I get a Rune and a Tower. And then that Tower can pull either Rune or a Brilliance, I guess, which pulls a Rune. I'm just gonna Rune here, I think. Rigged Fair Game is pretty good, considering it will be, I think, pretty hard for the opponent to deal damage to me here. It's a lot of secrets. Oh, Shattering Blast isn't only enemies, huh? So I got a Netherwind portal, a rigged fair game, and an Oasis ally. I think that's actually a pretty decent set of secrets. I do think I want to keep freezing face, so I'm leaving up 3-2. But the 3-2, like, maybe it disables my rigged fair game. Not really a big deal, because I'll already have 6 cards. And maybe it gives me another water elemental. Okay. I can just freeze those, though. Magister Dawn Grasp. I did cast an Arcane Overflow, a Mask. Did I ever play a Deep Freeze? Surely I played a Deep Freeze if they're both gone. Maybe even if Magister Dawn Grasp is good, maybe Varden Dawn Grasp is just better. Because I can play Belinda, and Belinda is likely to be quite big. 9-4. Obviously would have preferred hitting the tower over the Brilliance, but still seems good. So the opponent's at 18, I'm showing 20. It was Whack-a-Mole Hammer. Interesting. Alright, well, the opponent is dead here. Nice. I can't imagine that's a favored matchup. Pretty good courier.
Jaina versus Sylvanas. Victory for the Forsaken.
You asked for it.
This is an interesting hand. I think I just full keep it. Early minions and then Belinda for the high roll. Definitely a good matchup to have double Snow Flurry. God, Doggy Biscuit. It's so weird, like, how good Doggy Biscuit is and how unplayable Mark of the Wild has always been. Oh, Trog. Save the freeze for Varden next turn. I'll take 4 damage, but I'll get to just kill a 4/4. Or maybe a buffed up Iron Deep Trog. Selective Breeder. Kind of interesting. Not an insane Varden, but good enough. Sure, pretty expected with the selected breeder. Always love to see Iceblood Tower and a Deep Freeze. Okay, really good Belinda. So probably just dropping the tower next turn. These make 2/4s? Could just freeze it. I don't know, I'm just playing Iceblood Tower. So I've got 2 runes, Mask, Overflow, 2 Brilliance. I think regardless, I do want to trade into one of these. Nice. I think that was probably the best outcome. On average, of course, Rune of the Archmage can just be insane. But I think it's better to have runes in my pocket going forward. So, this does give a 3 damage explosive trap, which is pretty bad for my 10-3. Yeah, that definitely looks explosive. Maybe explosive and a pack tactics that they don't want to go off here. This casts the highest cost spell for my hand, but not necessarily at an enemy. I think that's fine, though.
Break it, you buy it.
Nice. As long as it didn't freeze the courier, that was fine. One more turn on this tower, and then I can use courier to make another tower. Eight mana, so probably Scorpid plus a 5 mana spell. This has got to be a pack tactics. There's just no way it's not. So I think I want to go overflow here. Flame Strike is probably useful in the matchup. This could actually still be Ice Trap. But either way, I think this is the play. And then I guess you get to have some 4/3s here. Double Oasis Ally, great way to start the rune. Building a snowman is pretty decent. Deck of Lunacy sure is something. I think I would rate that rune overall pretty shit. Pretty shit rune. But I'm still in a pretty dominant position here, so it doesn't really matter. And this Iceblood Tower is definitely more interesting now.
My hand is too full.
Very happy that Iceblood Tower is not hitting that. Maybe I just Flame Strike here. I have 17 damage showing. I do have a Mask of Cthulhu as well. Let's just go face. Opponent's at 18. I have 7 minions in play with 2 masks in hand. I think I'm feeling pretty good about being able to close this game out. Very nice.